Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
You find yourself in a tavern.
Yo, we should have checked for traps.
I knew he forgot something.
I think I can reason with him.
You killed his father.
Can I have sex with it?
You could certainly try.
I'm gonna touch a sword.
Don't touch the sword!
The child is evil, right?
Obviously.
I could cast Fireball.
Always cast Fireball.
All right, roll for it. Welcome to Friday Night Quests. I'm your host and slightly under the weather Dungeon Master, Jay Jones. This week we kick off a new season with special guest Alison Fox, because the time has finally come for the wedding of Prince Horace Kemp and Ysolde Gavroche Canton. We've got a lot ahead for our heroes, so without any further ado, let's get to the game. All right, let's meet our players. First up, we have Jeremy Fox. Jeremy is a writer for film and television, and Jeremy is playing the human fighter Prince Horace Kemp. Now, Jeremy.
Yes?
For Horace. Tell me, we're leading up to the wedding.
Okay.
It's coming up pretty quick. Mm-hmm. In fact, today is the day before the wedding.
Okay.
And you're going to have the wedding rehearsal. And I was curious, over these last several weeks and months leading up to the wedding, what has Horace contributed to the wedding planning? What has he put in this particular wedding that is signature Horace?
Absolutely nothing. I have
That's signature Horace.
been mostly
Playing Dragon Cube?
been playing Dragon Cube and then hanging out with my B-Rose in Camptown. We've been going to the Dragon Strip Club,
Nice.
where it's little dragons that they take one or two scales off of, and everybody gets titillated.
It's true.
And one of my B-Rose is my little gnome friend,
Mm-hmm. Bobbins.
Bobbins. We go down, get drunk. I'm worried about my freedom, but I also am excited to finally be a true lord, because a true lord needs a lady.
There you go. Mm-hmm. Very admirable.
Admiral.
Yep. You're
I'm
Lord
an admiral.
and Lord and Admiral.
The highest ranking in the Navy, yep.
All right.
I'm an admiral now.
Next up, our guest today, Alison Fox, a content strategist, and she plays the Wood Elf Ranger Ysolde Gavroche Canton. So, Ysolde, what has she been up to leading to this fine wedding? What has she contributed to the wedding planning?
The wedding?
Oh, okay.
I mean, she's run point on this. She understands that her family's this is an alliance of family, and that there's a lot to gain, and that this is her role in her job, and she sees this as what she's supposed to do, so she wants to go off without a hitch.
Fantastic. All right, sounds good. Any particular thing she's particularly excited about at the wedding that she's like, all right, this is really something that I want to go perfectly no matter what?
I think she's waiting for it to actually go off without a hitch. I think she's waiting for her actually to be married, because this means that she's done her job. I think that she is a little there's a fair bit of trepidation on her part about all of the wily ways of her betrothed, and she kind of hopes he keeps his shit together, really. So I don't think she's specifically contributed one thing as much as she has just hoped that nothing gets fucked up.
Pretty fair. All right. Up next, Mike Christensen. Mike is my partner in crime on the Because Comics podcast, but with us, he plays the half-elf wizard, Sweeney. Now, Mike, for Sweeney, what has Sweeney been up to, and did Sweeney leave any sort of imprint on the wedding that is exclusively his?
Well, Sweeney's been trying, but he keeps getting caught. Sweeney keeps trying to get involved and be like, yeah, no, I'll handle flowers. And then Ysolde found out that he was involved and very clearly was like, no. We someone else is going to be dealing with that. And I was like, all right, cool. And then he started working with the caterers and providing a lot of input. And then Ysolde found out. And suddenly all of those notes were thrown out, and we're no longer serving chicken wings and peanut butter. So
the two staples of any good wedding.
He's really just trying to find a way to mess with Horace's big day. And he keeps getting thwarted because he's actually not that slick. He's a little out of practice.
And he was locked up for a little while in the not the basement, but more or less
the vault.
The vault of the Kemp Estates.
He still spends his nights in the vault. And he has potentially caught a little bit of a cold. It's not a magic one. It's just the same one that Mike the player has.
Is it because that Sweeney has been sleeping in a cold vault filled with dust every night?
Cold, drafty vault has not been doing great for his allergies, necessarily.
It certainly does
So
not.
if Sweeney coughs or sniffles or sneezes, it's in game.
Perfectly in character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just realized that our fantasy world has its own George Washington Carver that invented peanut butter.
Yeah, of course.
That's pretty neat.
Well, that was his name too.
Yeah.
That was his name.
Or maybe when George Washington Carver invented peanut butter, all worlds got it.
Yeah.
At the same time.
He was a powerful wizard.
Yes.
It was the perfect alchemical experiment spread across all dimensions.
When I put this droplet of peanut oil in here, every world in existence will get peanut butter.
See, the truth is, he did it in this fantasy world, and then was exiled for unrelated heresy crimes.
Yeah, for heresy crimes against sandwiches.
I see.
So then he had to make do in ours.
Hence why it is such a blasphemous thing for Sweeney to try to inject peanut butter in
they're
every.
like-
No, that's
Peanut
just because
butter.
he's a classless asshole.
Yeah.
True. All right. And finally, we have Kelly Egan. Kelly is a digital strategist, and she plays the half-elf druid Ysabel, Izzy Buchanan.
Yay!
So, Kelly, what has Izzy been up to in regards to the wedding? What has she contributed to the wedding extravaganza?
So I'm lead on flowers and some design.
All right.
Crystals. There we go. Placements. Place settings.
Ooh,
Flowers.
table placements.
So I've been conjuring, growing, finding, scouring, collecting all the various like foliage that'll be featured in the wedding, and then also in the ballroom. So I'm,
Is the wedding going to look like a jungle? Is it going to be
no, I was thinking of having like a lot of. Oh gosh, I didn't really think about too much.
Wild
Are we
monkeys.
against having trees inside that walk?
No.
Okay, cool. So we have those, and they move
Are
around.
they serving like the drinks? Are they
No,
coming
they
up
just,
and?
they just slowly move around, and they're all lit inside with like light little fey lights.
Oh, that's very nice.
And we'll have some like beautiful like eucalyptus centerpieces with some white billowy flowers that talk. If you ask them, like, "Hey, what time is it?" They'll answer. They're like
just
a
Get a fucking watch.
they're like little Amazon echoes. But
I'm a
they're
magical
flowers.
flower, not a magical watch, buddy.
You ask the flowers like, "Hey, can you play some music?" And they're like, "Yes." Finding station.
Oh,
That's
nice.
awesome. Well, when we start our adventure, you guys are waking up. It is the day of the wedding rehearsal dinner, which is going to be happening in the evening. But each of you is waking up a little bit worse for wears. Because what I'd like to ask, and I'd like Ysolde and Horace, each of you to roll a d20 for me and tell me which one of you got the higher.
I only got a 5.
Only got a 5. Ysolde?
11.
Okay, so we'll start with you. Ysolde, what did you do for your bachelorette party, which was the night before?
Oh, God. What a terrible time to do it.
The night before the rehearsal dinner, not before the wedding.
Not before the wedding.
Izzy and I.
Yeah. Exactly.
There we go.
Enough said, guys.
The end.
Fan fiction writers, go ahead.
All right.
Izzy and I did crystal powder.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on.
And then we flew.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, we
Legit,
flew.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, we flew.
turned-
Yeah, we went up into the clouds. We hung out.
Is this all internally or in
Yeah.
physical world?
I mean,
yeah.
they will never know for sure. That crystal powder is strong. But
Yeah,
there's a few people in town that were real confused last night.
we saw the northern lights, like in our minds.
Pretty rad.
And inside,
Yeah, yeah.
which is where our minds are. Wait,
Yeah.
what?
And the day before we spent it at the mud pools.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
we needed to get our spa on,
Yep.
and then
And then
touch
do
the
some-
void.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is what we did. Yeah.
Very nice.
And we had a couple of the Horace's brothers' wives with us, and they're down. They're down girls.
Oh, for sure. All right. Well, now, Horace, what was your bachelor party like the previous night before?
I did gnome heroin.
Okay. That's some strong heroin.
Yeah, Bobbins. Or whatever his name is.
Bobbins very hesitantly, against all his best judgment, got you the hookup.
Gnomes do this.
So basically, we got together.
Sir.
We got together in my mansion, the mansion that I conjure.
Yeah.
And then, like, as soon as you blacked out, it was like just a scene from Pulp
Yeah.
Fiction. Like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I killed him. Oh my god. And
They
like,
thought I was dead.
snap out of it, Bobbins. Get your shit together.
Bobbins is wearing pants.
Yeah. No,
it was a real scene.
It was
Yeah. And
real.
so Ysolde doesn't know this because Ysolde is, as she's not hearing this, having a sort of a visceral reaction.
Oh, don't worry. We've been on worse shit.
Yeah, yeah,
The burning dwarf was pretty deep. That was hairy.
yeah. That was hairy. Yeah, and then that was it. I actually wasn't present for most of my bachelor party.
Just out.
Yeah, I was mostly out. But a couple of my brothers and cousins were there.
Very nice.
I had to get one of his brothers to cast Greater Restoration so that Horace wouldn't swallow his own tongue.
Yeah.
It was real bad.
It's really sad. Kids don't do drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially not gnome heroin.
Yeah, please.
All right. So you guys are each waking up the next day. I would like each of you to roll a d20 for me.
Oh, boy.
Horace?
I rolled a 5.
Ysolde?
18.
Sweeney?
7.
Izzy?
19.
Wow. So Ysolde and Izzy, you guys did have a pretty blissful sleep. You guys went deep into your minds, out into the world. It was pretty fantastic. Everything you hoped for. You woke up in the morning feeling refreshed. Horace and Sweeney, on the other hand, you guys had a pretty rough night. And in fact, each of you are waking up with a point of exhaustion.
Oh.
What's that do for me?
You have disadvantage on ability checks until the exhaustion goes away.
Bummer.
So you guys are feeling pretty crappy.
Oh, Horace.
Why did you touch me like that?
So you guys are all waking up and getting up in the morning. Horace in particular, you're getting out of bed, out of your nice fine sheets and going into the bathroom nearby. As you're in there, you're very dizzy. Your head's just throbbing at this point. You touch the sink in your bathroom, and for a moment you have to cover your eyes because it's very bright. You look down for a moment at the sink that you were just holding on to, and it's irradiating light is coming off of it. And you like step back for a moment, and it's gone. And you rub your eyes and look down again, and it's normal. And you go about your morning routine.
Can I ring the my servant bell?
You certainly can.
Is it Bobbins?
It's not Bobbins. Bobbins is feeling under the weather this morning. But another gnome, a green gnome, shows up. Yes, Master Horace?
What does gnome heroin do to you?
Well, and he kind of traces his feet around the floor. I wouldn't recommend it. Why do you ask?
Because everything's glowing, and I feel like I'm dying.
Oh, well, I'm sure you wouldn't have taken gnome heroin, but I could probably find you an old family smoothie that we used to use. Not that anyone in my family would take gnome heroin, but I'll find something for you.
Excellent. Thank you. Bring it immediately.
So the green gnome scampers off and heads down to get you an old family smoothie. So everybody's...
Which you will throw up in a matter of hours.
Hours? That's generous.
So you guys all make your way downstairs. A lot of the decorations have been put up. The bronze keepers are out getting ready because you're about to receive a whole bunch of people. Because this is not only the joining of... this isn't in marriage of just the Kemps to just another family. This is two big families coming together, and there are a lot of royalty that are going to be coming into town for this wedding. So what is everybody going to be wearing today for the rehearsal dinner?
Something very blousy for me.
Very blousy?
Yeah.
Very flowy?
Very flowy, very blousy. I am nicknamed the Silk Mountain.
Oh, wow. In what circles?
Mostly what I say in the mirror.
Oh,
myself.
Okay. Silk Mountain, you've done it again.
It is I, the Silk Mountain.
And I'm gonna have
That explains the tattoo.
Yeah.
I wondered why I got that.
and I'm gonna wear pants that tastefully highlight my junk. Mm-hmm. Tastefully.
Codpiece?
Yeah, my cod. Well, I should wear my. I'm not gonna wear my codpiece because that's a tool of adventuring, and today is about celebration.
We should leave all of our armor in our rooms.
Yes, I am going to disarm myself
completely.
And
Do you guys want to throw them in the vault too?
yes, and I'd like to lock them away and forget the key. No, actually, I am wearing Doris because, one, I can't be without him anymore. And I don't wear my armor.
Nice.
Because I'm blousy.
Did you, over the several days that you were in Mount Celestia, did you just have, just an indescribable bond that you forged with Doris?
Yeah.
You're kind of the only person you trust very closely?
Yeah, we discovered each other.
Oh, that's nice.
We discovered each other in more ways than you could ever imagine.
We could probably imagine.
I'm there.
I'm there.
I put him up my butt.
Yeah,
right,
no,
then.
we were
There. I put it back on the shelf.
Yeah, we were all right there.
Walking away.
Ysolde, what about yourself?
I put him up my butt.
Yeah.
Ysolde, so are we dressing for the day or are we dressing for dinner?
It can be for the day or even for both, for dinner as well.
I mean, for the day, I'm dressed in my best sporting attire. I'm not dressed for dinner yet because that's not how this works.
Sorry, Jay.
You got a lot of wedding stuff to
We
do
have
still,
5
probably.
outfit changes to do. Get ready.
This is what's gonna. This is how this is gonna be.
Yeah.
This omnipotent god has a lot of experience with weddings.
Yes. Yeah. It's an uncanny affinity. Yeah, no, I mean, she's dressed in like new kind of like ranger gear. It's far more polished than you would wear, out into the woods, but it's silken and it's embroidered, and she's wearing her bracers, and she's wearing like, high boots and breeches, and she's her maybe has like a lovely collar, and she looks lovely, but she's dressed for polish and function.
Okay.
She's absolutely wearing her armor. She's wearing all of her beautiful things that are
Accoutrements.
emblematic of who she is.
Very nice. Sweeney?
All of his normal clothes, but just covered in vomit stains still from last night.
Just didn't even bother to
He's-
clean it?
You're not
He's
even
not-
going to press that away?
He's not even awake yet.
Cool.
Aw.
He's in the room and present. That is as much as he's got at the moment.
And what about Izzy?
I am wearing dark purple jersey flare bell bottoms
Nice.
with a hunter green leather vest that looks like leaves, and it laces up the front. And I got 2 silver cuffs on my upper arm.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys all make your way downstairs. Guests start pouring in. Horace, you start recognizing aunts and uncles that are coming up and approaching you and shaking your hand and giving you a hug. Ysolde, several family members and friends are coming in as well. You see other wood elves approaching you, wishing you the best, and some a little bit more uncertain than others, some like really excited for this. Everybody who has kind of traveled in, especially even your family, Horace and Ysolde, I'd like each of you to roll an insight check for me.
16.
Horace?
17.
Okay. So with that kind of role, you guys have noticed that each of your family members, it's been a pretty long travel and journey to get all the way here. But a good amount of them seem like, some of them seem a little nervous. They seem a little off, but a little distressed. But otherwise, they seem like their old normal selves, old aunts and uncles and cousins that you've known for years, and old family friends. So they're coming in and saying hi. Sweeney, Izzy, are you two kind of front and center greeting these family members, or are you guys kind of out and about in the
I was going to
Kemp
ask,
Estates?
when they come in, they're just going to the foyer, or are they also spending time in the dining room?
They're spending time all around the Kemp Estates except for the dining room. The dining room is being
Okay.
prepared for the evening.
I am at the top of the stairs, like, how there's like the balcony sort of area. Like, I'm like slumped up against that, like kind of looking down with just a bottle of wine.
Oh, okay.
Just kind of watching people come in. So like if people looked, they'd see me. But like,
But not smell you.
I'm going to ask.
I think at some point someone points out like, "Hey, you reek of vomit," and I do like I press to digitate that away.
I'm going to ask Bobbins to put a bed sheet over him, so that
Of
people won't
course.
see him.
I didn't even notice him up there. I'll get to that right away. And
Put
he
a bed sheet over him.
snaps his fingers a few times, and a couple gnomes go up and just throw some sheets and start, essentially taking some magics to clean off the vomit on your clothes.
Okay, I'm still just sitting there watching and drinking.
Okay.
Well, you can't watch because your sheet's over you.
I pull up the corner. I lie
Here,
down
we'll cut little eye
against.
holes. Snip, 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 snip.
I
There
lie
we go.
down on the ground.
There we go. He's dying. Oh, poor Sweeney dying.
He's having a rough day.
I'm hanging out downstairs, but I'm like off to the side, chatting up some of the Kemp brothers, whichever ones are alive still.
What's
There's quite a few of them.
What's the brother that I compete with?
That would be Darnson.
And Darnson can't make it.
Darnson is still out. He's on some specific mission, but Darnson isn't coming to the
Of
wedding.
course he wouldn't
unfortunately.
come to the wedding. He thinks he's more important than I am.
I like Darnson. There, I said it. Yeah, so I'm just...
The other brothers who are still alive, one would be Jabstein, who is out. He's the one that left because of Randy's death. But Jigyhor is here.
Cool.
Jigyhor is going around and making the rounds and saying hello to cousins and aunts and uncles.
He
And
was at the bachelor party.
he was at the bachelor party?
Yeah.
Of course he was.
Yeah.
And Ysolde, you notice, coming in, and they've actually been here helping in and out, but they finally made their way down. But your parents are Fern and Archibald. Can you describe Fern and Archibald for us?
Archibald is a tall, sort of meaty man, reminiscent of a tree trunk. He has a taciturn demeanor, but a wide smile. Fern Magritte is slender and elegant, like a true sort of wood elf. A little bit of a standoffish and haughty air, but she greets her daughter with deep warmth.
So Fern and Archibald come up and approach. Archibald comes up and gives you a big hug and kind of a knowing look. Fern as well. Fern asks, "Are you excited about the dinner? Have you met the family?"
You mean like Horace's family?
Well, I meant say hello to our family
Oh,
first, but I believe your aunt was been standing over there waiting to say hello for the last 20 minutes.
Oh, did I miss? Did I?
There's been a lot of people coming in, and you haven't had the chance to see everybody.
Yeah. I say no. I've seen the a lot of the of Papa's side of the family, but I haven't seen yours. And I said, is Aunt Eleanor around?
She is. I believe she's right over there. They've traveled very, very far, and we want to make sure everyone's feeling welcome. It's been a very arduous journey for a few of them. So if you could go over and say hello, I think that would be best.
Mama, you got it. And I walk over and I go see my Aunt Eleanor.
Oh my goodness, Ysolde, you look beautiful.
Hi, Aunt Eleanor. How are you? I'm so glad to see you. I can't believe you traveled so far.
It was, I have to say, not my favorite journey, but if I was going to come and see my niece, I would have traveled the entire world to see you.
Oh, that's so thoughtful. Have you been made welcome? Where are you sleeping? Were you sleeping in the East Tower?
Oh, no. I wouldn't, me and the dragon people, we're not listen, I'm going to be staying just outside just outside the estates. There's a beautiful little cottage nearby that I'm sharing with some of your family members. It's a D&D B&B is what they're calling it, and it's a wonderful little estate we've gotten for ourselves.
Well, you
haven't been sleeping here, have you?
Oh my God.
Hey man, it's family. You don't get to pick it.
It's customary for a betrothed to actually move into the women's wing. So I've been here for quite some time, Aunt Eleanor.
Oh, okay. Is that their customs, or have you been keeping in mind?
Just give me the signal. I'll launch her straight out of the hall with a good gust.
Wow. Wood elf. I just want to make sure that we're keeping some of the wood elf traditions.
Which tradition, Aunt Eleanor?
Oh, listen. I've never been married, but I've been to so many of the families. I just want to make it feel like home. I want you to put your own touch on it.
Oh, Aunt Eleanor, I've put so many touches. The entire decor is themed in the forest. Mm-hmm. We have trees that light and walk. We have all natural. We have mushroom dishes.
Oh, really?
Yes, very much. We've taken so many of our wood elf traditions and brought them into my new life. It's one of the reasons that they were so excited about this union, is to learn more about us, and they respect our culture so much.
Oh, well, okay. Well, as long as you're happy. And she, tapping your hands with her hands, and
I'd like to roll like a charm her.
Sure, that'd be persuasion.
Yeah, done.
I got charm person. Charm your pants off.
Yeah. Where's Izzy?
I'm kind of actually lurking behind you because I'm hearing this and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, do you want? I can make the room smell like skunk right now.
I know. I'm gonna give her lady eyes.
I can escort. Let me escort her out.
And I'm gonna give her lady eyes, and I'm gonna say, oh, Aunt Eleanor, meet my dear friend Izzy. She is so excited about meeting my family. She's fascinated by the wood elves.
Hi.
And I stare at her with her eyes.
Yes. Hello. I'm a druid. I grew up in the forest. We can talk about forest things together.
Now, as soon as Eleanor lays eyes on Izzy, let me reiterate, you are a half-drow.
I'm beautiful.
You look great.
I look beautiful.
Eleanor very calmly, her eyes widen for a bit. You can feel, because she's still holding your hands, Ysolde, that she squeezes a little bit, and she taps your hands very lightly and says, you know what, I have to go see your parents. I'll be right back. And she scoots on by and walks right past Izzy without even looking at you a second time.
I'm going to bite her later. Maybe. We'll see. You just let me know. You let me know.
Yeah, you didn't even get to roll persuasion.
What would you have liked to? You were still having a conversation with her.
Chase her down and persuade her.
What were you trying to persuade? Well, you were introducing her to Izzy.
I wanted her to introduce you so Izzy could charm her.
I'm used to that.
Well, here, still roll your persuasion check. This might affect how she treats Izzy later on. What was your persuasion roll?
Was it a 1?
It was a 5. Oh yeah.
Okay. You might not have changed her worldview about things.
She whispered bitch under her breath.
What part of 5 doesn't mean suck?
So your aunt goes off to speak with your parents, and actually, Horace, you see a couple of your younger cousins show up. These are half dragons, so they're coming in to say, "Hey, Horace, how you doing?"
Oh, half dragon. Oh, excellent,
bro. What have you been up to?
What's up, my peeps? Hi. I give them the standard dragon high five.
Yeah, of course. Which is
the handshake we know. You high five, grab a tail. They have to grab my butt because I don't have a tail, and you pull it.
Of course.
Nice.
Hey, I saw you guys did like a bachelor party last night. I didn't get the invite, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't even. You're also very young, aren't you?
I mean, look, man, I'm not that young. He is. He's like 14.
Yeah, no, sorry, buddy. Sorry. We did gnome heroin, so
What?
That's illegal. Don't get over.
You guys are doing gnome heroin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, like I've done gnome heroin before.
Don't
like
do drugs.
I can roll. I can do it, man.
Don't do it. Well, I tell you what, I'll get you some for Bob.
No.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
We're not there.
He looks real nervous about this commitment he unfortunately just made.
I won't give him real gnome heroin.
Just pixie stick.
Yeah.
Sticks.
I look over at Bob and I'm like, I'm not going to give him real heroin.
People, gnomes are coming around and giving hors d'oeuvres to everyone, and as everybody is here in the foyer and in different parts of the house, there's glass in the ceiling in certain parts, and you actually see a shadow quickly pass and cast over the top of the house. And you hear a thud out front.
Okay.
And through the door, snaking in a big black scaly body, is old Umbernacht, the black dragon, friend of the family's.
I didn't think we were going to invite him.
The Kemps! I love the Kemps! As he says this, real quick.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, a whole bunch of the wood elves of the family overreact a bit. A couple, not every one of them, shriek back in terror, and some of them go to grab, because some of the wood elves have brought they are royal families, so the aunts and uncles have their own people there in armaments. Now, the bronze keepers have disarmed a few of them, but some of them are pulling out tiny daggers, some of them are pulling out concealed wands, so this looks like it's about to go pretty sideways.
I jump up, and I shout. I throw the cloak off of me, waving a bottle of wine, and go, "Stand back, everybody! I will fell this creature."
Umbernacht is looking around a bit surprised because he's seen this reaction and doesn't know what to do, and is starting in a unfortunate way is starting to spread his wings to move backwards. But for everyone else, and let me do this properly. Insight is not great on a few of them. Do not know that he's like frightened. A few of them do notice that this might be like an action of like recoil, but a few of them look like he's leaning back to breathe on everyone. Would anybody else like to do something before?
Yeah, I'm gonna run to this. This is like in the main hall, right? Like the entrance hall of the castle.
Yes.
I'm gonna run into the center and go, whoa, friend of the family. Oh, I have to roll disadvantage, right?
Yes,
Okay.
and this would be your persuasion.
Okay. 16.
Is that with disadvantage?
Yeah. That's
Oh
with
my god.
disadvantage. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do this. You yell to everyone. You see a few wood elves pulling back with daggers, flipping into like 3 daggers, ready to throw. And they see you with your arms in front of Umbernacht. Umbernacht's wings back, and a few of them calm.
And I've run out as well. I mean, like he runs out, and I'm like, and I'm like, it's okay. He won't hurt you.
At this site, by the way, of their time being here helping plan, Fern and Archibald have not met Umbernacht before. So your parents, Ysolde, are a little bit taken aback. Your mom looks very, very surprised. But everyone slowly calms.
I stagger down the stairs.
Oh,
I say,
man, here he comes.
I can put everyone's minds at ease. Hold on.
I don't know, man.
Come over here.
Wait.
Umbernacht!
Wait. This Sweeney now.
I will prevent you from taking any harm or causing any harm while here. I will cast a spell and make sure that you are safe and safe to be around. And I cast Minor Illusion and make like a little glyph glow around his neck for like 30 seconds. Just like, and I'm like, and I turn to Umbernach and I go.
So Umbernach's going to roll insight. And Umbernach is going to roll it with disadvantage because you are drunk.
That's
and
fair.
you are not conveying your information very well.
He also doesn't know me at all.
Oh, he sat with you.
No, but like,
Previous Bahamut.
but like realistically knows very little about me.
Yeah, he fails. He freaks out when this thing loops around his neck.
Umbernach, be cool, bitch, be cool.
He starts swinging at his neck. A few of the people and the Bronze Keepers actually are now, who know Umbernach, are starting to get a little unease and pull their weapons out. Right as this happens, you hear a loud bellow from the back of the room, and you hear, Umbernach! And they look back, and it's Marcus standing there.
Daddy pants.
And Gendacross is standing next to him, silently staring at all of you. Gendacross's eyes are throwing daggers at you, Sweeney.
I got it handled, Dad.
I go over and I kind of grab Sweeney by the arm and I start dragging him off into one of the corridors. I'm like, let's get you all patched up.
I don't look particularly happy at Sweeney either.
I'm gonna take care of him. Down here. Here
I'm
we go.
already annoyed at Sweeney after this wedding planning, and this is not like putting him on my good
I'm gonna
list.
do some.
I haven't met Fern or
Archibald.
Archibald.
Yes,
have I?
yeah, he has because
Have I?
they've
Been here for a couple days, but honestly, you've been a little bit distant. You've met them passively, but you haven't really had a chance to really sit down and talk to them. This dinner, they've been looking forward to it because they actually get to sit down and really get to sit and have a long conversation with you.
Okay. Because I was going to say, if I've met them, I've probably introduced myself.
You have. You have introduced yourself, and
Good.
you've met them
All right,
briefly.
well then good. The end.
But maybe you've been in between dragon cubes.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Gotta go.
Yeah. Well, I've met them, so I'll nod at them.
Oh my god.
Archibald
All
nods.
right, I see this, and I loop my arm through him, and in the process, like I pinch him in the side hard, and
Ow!
and then I pinch him again.
Ow!
Meanwhile,
And then I drag him over to my parents, and I say, like, and in the process, I keep pinching him. And good, he gets more quiet, and I stop pinching him because this is how this is going to work again. And I say, so good to see you again, like Mama and Papa. I'm so sorry for the misunderstanding. I hope everyone is calmed. Like Umbernach is an old family friend, and even though he looks fearsome, he's actually quite harmless and very much on our side and a protectorate of the family and even my future.
So roll a persuasion check for me.
18.
Okay. So Archibald is holding Fern, and both look pretty shaken. But from your words and your confidence and standing with Horace and what has transpired, they ease up a little bit. Well, if you say so, we just are a little surprised that you have a black dragon that comes in unannounced or announced, just comes by. But that's great if he's a friend of the family. So we fully support it.
Say, yes, Mama. We have some friends of our families that from time to time we don't always want it. We don't always want at events. It's the way of family.
Well, that's why we didn't invite Jeremy here. We didn't invite him.
Yes, I'm in that world as well.
like real life Jeremy is one of the wood
Yeah.
elves they don't invite.
Yeah.
But Horace is a different Jeremy.
But I understand. I'm just going to excuse myself for a minute. I'll be back in a few. And Fern steps away, and Archibald.
Okay, I give her a kiss on the cheek, and she steps away.
No one likes to invite Jeremy the Fox to the events of the Wood Elves.
Archibald kind of awkwardly standing like, "What quite a day, am I right?"
I say, quite a wedding indeed.
I'm gonna go check on your mom.
Please, Daddy.
And he goes and steps off to follow Fern. Gendacross steps out, gets everyone's attention. Now, I apologize about all of the commotion, but we have hors d'oeuvres prepared in the lounge if everyone would like to make their way there, and we can all relax a little bit. And the bronze keepers and the gnomes kind of lead everybody into the separate lounge in a big connected room nearby to the foyer. So everybody's kind of led in. Marcus goes up to speak with Umbernacht and kind of leads him off to a different part of the castle, probably just to keep everybody's nerves down because everybody seems a little bit ruffled at this point. You guys move your way into the lounge, and as you're standing in there, this room, by the way, is huge. There's chairs and small tables everywhere, nice candles lit. We're starting to get into the later afternoons at this point. You guys have been coming in and out. There's big glass windows along the sides, and a big glass moonlight above as well, so you can see up into the skies. As everybody is here and really getting to know each other a lot better, I'd like each of you to roll a persuasion check for me.
Well, Kelly and I...
We're in the corridor.
Oh, you guys are in the corridor?
Remember, she took me aside.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So, Ysolde and Horace, I'd like you guys to each roll persuasion, see how you're navigating the social environment of the lounge.
12 with disadvantage.
Oh, wow. Both of you at 12. Okay. So you guys are doing all right. Everybody seems to be a bit calmer. A few of the wood elves and the Kemps are starting to mingle a little bit more. More primarily, the younger ones are starting to talk a little bit more and get to know each other. We're going to cut over real quick to Izzy and Sweeney in the corridor.
Sweeney, I know you had a big crazy night.
Drink.
I'm gonna sit you down here.
Here, that's some wine.
Thank you. I'm gonna take this.
Izzy,
wine
it's a big
bottle.
day, Izzy, it's a big day.
I'm gonna take it. I take a swig of the wine. Okay, and then I chuck the wine down the hall. Okay. I'm just gonna say some crack. I just made more work for people, but that's okay. All right, I'm gonna say some healing words.
Izzy, it's a big day, Izzy.
I know.
It's our anniversary, Izzy.
What is it? What is it? The Velvet Lake anniversary?
No.
What?
I mean, like, not counting, like, the time we lost in the Feywild, and, like,
That's true.
some time got weird, but, like, I died a year ago today.
You did, and you came back so handsome.
No,
Look how
the first one
handsome.
where I was a
I
halfling.
did good work.
Yeah.
Look at your face.
I never said thank you, Izzy.
What? Oh, well, you kind of didn't. Well, actually, you did. You did need to say thank you.
I know, and I didn't. It didn't say that.
I know. But now you look like an Adonis, and I'm going to just say some healing
Izzy,
words.
I've been so mad at you for
I'm
this
going to put
year.
my hands on your face.
I've been so mad at you.
I'm just going to say some healing words. Facebook. Do. The first level spell slot gone.
Does that heal me of alcohol?
A little bit.
It does, yeah.
Yay!
It doesn't change my exhaustion? No, because that was from last night.
It was from last night.
Yeah,
but
so-
I would say the healing words, like, it's enough to remove the, I guess,
Because it's been a couple of hours since it's been most of the day, right? It's late afternoon.
The issues with exhaustion.
Nice.
All the alcohol has now been siphoned out of your liver and bloodstream, and it is now in the ether. All right.
You still have a headache, though.
Yeah. I can give you some willow bark for that.
Okay.
How many hands do you see? I hold up one hand.
I'm not looking at you.
Okay. Are your eyes open but you're blind?
No, I mean, I should do that.
Oh,
yeah.
there we
hey,
go. Okay.
Hey.
Good.
Hey.
Yeah. All right. There he is. There's our Sweeney.
I forgive you.
Okay. Sure. For what? Wait, I don't want to know. Let's just get into here.
Izzy, I was so mad at you.
What, for bringing you back?
I mean, I don't know. I think so. I wasn't.
Well, I know.
I didn't want to be dead. I'm gonna start with that.
Yeah.
I don't want to die.
No,
If-
I know.
If I die, I want to be alive.
Well, didn't you tell me that if you die again, you want to stay dead?
No,
Though?
I don't know where you got that idea.
Oh, I
I've
gotta
heard you say that before.
Scratch that mental
and
note.
I don't know, and it worries me that I've had to correct you more than once. No,
Oops, let me
please
take
bring
out
me
my
back to life if
notebook.
I die.
Make a note here.
But-
yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
if I, because the times that I died, I was like,
What's it like when you're dead?
I don't remember, but like I was like, when I woke up the first time, and I was like, I'm alive again. You're like, hey, still have to go to that trial. And then, and that place where we're going to hear all the shitty things that you did through your whole life. You know, the whole reason that you've been hiding your identity for 30 years or whatever. Yeah. And I was like, oh, well, that's the fucking worst.
Well, Sweeney, the great thing is we don't.
And the second
care
time that
about
when
your
I died, the second
background.
time was all like, all right, you're alive. Time to go fight the guy who ruined your life forever. And it's like, awesome, great, super awesome to be alive.
And
the
we
best.
did it all, and it's done. And we don't care about the evils and the past. The past is the past.
And then since then, we've been like dealing with the flowers and all of that left
So I
over.
slip out of the room looking for
I
Izzy
know.
because I need backup,
Pat,
and
pat.
I see the two of them,
I'm
And
like
I give them-
arms
I give
on her
them-
shoulders, like.
And I give
leaning.
them both a look, and I'm like, I love you both. This is my wedding, and it's time for you
I'm forgiving-
to go take... I don't care.
Forgiving
it's
her.
It's time for you to go take a shower, get the vomit off your shirt.
For my
come
complex
downstairs,
emotional problems.
Yep.
And I am so uninterested in your complex emotional problems for the
Okay.
next 48 hours.
Okay.
At that point, you can be as deeply emotional as you want, but until that point, shut up.
Promises. I will be very deeply emotionally dealt with in like 48 hours.
But now, zip it.
I'm
Go
gonna-
upstairs,
like
a-
shower, up. Izzy, I
Yes.
need you.
Yes. What's going on
Let's
inside?
go.
All right.
like a grown man.
Just some
Mingling?
wood elves and dragon people that are getting along great.
Is old.
What is the common? What do both parties hate even more than each other?
Me.
I could turn into that.
They hate.
Then they can all have a common thing.
They hate me right now.
You need to go into a bathroom.
Well, you could
Go.
look like
Go.
me.
Gnomes. Where's the?
What should I-
hit the service bell?
I hit the service bell and
Yes, hello?
Get him into a bathroom.
I need you and 3 of your friends to take him upstairs, and I do not want him downstairs until he is dressed, lathered, dressed again, and then downstairs.
I don't have
Incoherent.
nice clean
Oh,
clothes.
don't worry. They roll up their sleeves. We've dealt with him plenty of times.
I
And they
will-
snap their fingers and 4 more show up. So there's 8 little gnomes and they all just grab you and just
Yep.
drag you up.
I don't
And
have clean
I've
clothes.
arranged for him to have clothes.
Oh, okay.
This has been thought of.
Don't worry, Bobbins has planned for this.
Okay.
Bobbins has dealt with Sweeney shenanigans many times. He has contingencies.
Okay.
So he drags you up, the gnomes drag you up the stairs and take you to be cleaned. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. The Velvet League will return next week with part 2 of our adventure with Alison Fox. For those new listeners who want to know more about Ysolde, she has previously appeared in episodes 81 through 85 and episodes 87 through 91. So check them out. You can follow the rest of the Velvet League on Twitter. Jeremy is at JLeeFox, Kelly is at Girl Meets Bear, and Mike is at SuperGeekMike. Photos and character art can be found in the show notes on partialart.com. And while you're there, why not check out some of our other podcasts, including Because Comics, where Mike Christensen and I talk about the weird and wacky stories of comic books. If you have any questions about the show, you can email us at FridayNightQuests@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr, all under the handle Partial Arc. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the battlefield.
Yeah, I'm gonna loot the body.
So, how much experience do we get?
Well, now we have a skeleton army, so that's pretty neat.